Alright, how's it going, everybody? Hopefully everybody's doing well. Today I am going to be showing people a couple things. Mainly, the main thing I want to show people today is how to use beacons to defeat the EnderDragon. I have done this in several worlds so far. Not my first time beating the EnderDragon, but it was an idea I had later after putting beacons in the Nether. I decided to try something and it worked fabulously. The one thing I don't know yet is whether or not this is going to work if I resummon the dragon, so I'm going to figure that out today. No, maybe I don't. Well, I'll just walk it, I guess. I'm going to go this way a little bit. It's not real far. Though, yeah, I'll walk this way. I got a boat over here. That'll make it a little bit faster. It's not real far. I'm almost there. Should be able to see it. There it is. Do. Alright, get in the trusty old boat, turn it around here. I am going to do a video on ice boat bridges and pathways in a little bit. You'll see why I make them the way I make them. I'm going to demonstrate that later. That's where I came from. Alright, one more. I think I put in enough ice to make it all the way there. Yep, perfect. Alright, so to use beacons, obviously you're going to need to have beacons. And so first thing I'm going to show you is how I get wither skeleton skulls. I mean, most of you figured out, if you know anything about beacons, that you get them from killing withers. And that's absolutely 100% correct. But by destroying lava to throw away stone swords and such. Alright, so find yourself another fortress, and ideally you'll find one that's already got hallways like such. And then you have to figure out which side is which, because they will spawn on one side and not the other. Put buttons down on the one side, and the other side you put glass, and so they will spawn in the glass. I put glass on the bottom too. I learned that a little bit later, because frequently stuff would fall just a little too far, and I'd have to break the glass and then walk in there, back up, put the glass back, and I just discovered, get this out of here. Just discovered that it was kind of a pain having to do that all the time, and so I figured if I put glass along the bottom wall too, then nothing would get stuck too far to where I couldn't reach it. Which is not always a problem. Sometimes it's just junk anyways. But if it's, something like a wither skeleton skull, that can be a pain in the butt. Alright, I think this one's on the wrong side. I don't think I've ever had anything spawn there, but I'll fix that later. This video is about something else. Alright, so I got two hallways. See, everything spawns on the same side, so I can just walk right through here and kill it all. Now, I don't know if I'm going to get a wither skeleton, but you'll see they're in here. You can even hit them in the head if you want. Doesn't really matter. I got a stone sword. Oh boy. Alright. No. So, by using this trick though, you can use glass. Sometimes the blaze will float. This was... I still need to fill that back in. One thing you will note, now there's a blaze out there. I don't know where he came. Probably came from way over there. Maybe. Let's just go ahead and shoot him. There we go. Okay. Now, you'll notice that I actually built that roof there. It was completely open. There was a blaze spawner up there. The entrance to the first hallway was there. I went all the way down there, went across, came up the steps. So the roof of this is the same way. There's two layers up there, because if you only do one, then stuff will just spawn on the roof instead of inside, which is counterproductive. So if you have to build it, make sure you put two layers on the roof, and obviously leave 3 layers of space. Otherwise, yeah, that's right, I'm not wearing my helmet. Otherwise, you won't get any wither skeletons spawning, because they're too tall to fit in only 2 block high space. So this doesn't really need to be here anymore because I took care of that. Let's get rid of those, put this down here. Oh my, I left that open too. Okay, let's plug that. Okay, oh, that's just here. I don't really need that anymore, but just in case. Probably should fill that in too. I don't have any more buttons out here. I'll get that later. There's actually one spawn spot over here. But so basically I just run around this loop, and then every time I get here I just throw away stuff I don't need. Sometimes if I don't feel like it, I'm just going to do that right now. Sometimes I save the gold swords, but so you just run around, and when you get past it, or when you finish the loop, you just go back around, or you can turn around and look the other way, see if you get anything spawning. And looks like we at least got coal and bones this time, which is better than garbage, stone swords. But stone sword and stone sword. Alright, so that's all that, right? So you get yourself wither skeleton skulls. I kind of wish I had some. Maybe I will go back here. I'll just edit it and make it look like I got them a lot faster. This nether fortress actually didn't have any loot chests whatsoever. It's kind of a lame fortress, but it's the first one I came to. There's another one not too far away. I might have to go out there and actually make a farm. This is kind of the low-tech method I get that at least still makes it safe. You need spawn-proof and glass compartmentalize everything. Once you figure out exactly where the spawn points are, though, you can actually take some of these out and just spawn-proof all the rest of the spots. And now this is the main disadvantage to my system here, but weirdly, this guy has actually spawned over there. He's not actually over here, his head was over there, and so he can't even get me. So I can hit him, and he can't go anywhere. It's so weird, like I don't know how that works, but at least they're trapped. I don't have to worry about them. I need another block there too. So hopefully I get some more stuff here. I need some more skulls. I guess I don't have anything to throw away, do I? That's good, sorta. Nothing over here. So if I back up, I can actually just kind of watch these. There we go, right away. Watch them spawn right in. Hopefully I got more than one. Looks like there's at least two here. Just two. Sorry. Yay. Ooh, goody. Two of them. Wow. That was lucky. Obviously, it also helps if you have a looting 3 sword, which I do, but it still can take a while. If you get a farm set up and you can do it to where you just stand somewhere and they just keep pouring in, that can increase your intake of wither skulls a bit. But it does require significantly more setup and resources than what I've done here. This is only a few hundred panes of glass and probably 600 or 800 buttons. Maybe not even that many, I don't know. I spawn-proofed a little bit around too outside. I didn't spawn-proof the roof. If you really want this thing to produce, you need to spawn-proof a whole lot more, because all these other mobs like the piglins, zombie piglins and all that good stuff, and the hoglins, all them things, they all count against the mob cap, which means that there's less skeletons that can spawn. I have a different world where I actually did make another fortress farm that produced pretty reasonably. It wasn't the highest performing one I think I've ever seen anyone make, but it was a lot of work. It was a huge project. It was the biggest project I'd done to date, because I took an 8x8 chunk area, so 64 chunks of the nether from Y level 32 all the way to the nether ceiling, and I mined out everything. I filled in the top layer, the lava, and then I slabbed everything with a nice decorative pattern. Made walls that were really neat. So this is gigantic, just massive room with another fortress in it. But when I decided what my coordinates were and I laid it all out and figured out where the chunk lines were, all that good stuff, it kind of cut a little bit of the fortress off on one side. It wasn't real far. It only went probably one more chunk over on the one side. But 8 by 8 chunks is big enough to contain most of another fortress, apparently. So I might do the same thing with another fortress here, but it's not going to be this one. This one's just... Oh, hey, I got that skull. Awesome. Okay, so let's just go down here. I didn't even see when I got it. Alright. So, we've got our skulls. Now we get to go back. Get down the stairs, back to the boat. Alright, that goes towards the other nether fortresses. There's actually kind of 2 more down there, but I haven't actually been to them yet. I just kind of worked on the tunnel. Alright, if you don't have ice boat paths, I highly recommend it. Yeah, go. Nether hub. Now if you space them out like this only works on Java Edition. It is still faster than not having any, but you don't really need blue eyes for it if they're spaced out. Something I learned much later. Although if you're playing on a Nintendo Switch or some other low-end device, most Pocket Edition players probably this would apply to, but I probably shouldn't have done that. I forgot I wasn't wearing my gold helmet. Come on. Okay. I think I'm good as long as I don't ran through here before I got here. And then, nope, okay, we're good. Alright, so this is my basement. No pun intended. I got a whole bunch of different farms here. This is my big old tree growing room. But that's not where we're working today. I need some soul sand. And if you'll notice my coordinates, Silent Whisper has a tutorial on this one. I don't know if it's still up, it probably is, but basically you got to come to this spot right here, which is -21, -59, and 1. And I'm going to take this torch out because it'll just get destroyed if I don't. And then you're going to mine in the minus direction, so your minus number goes up, and you're going to mine this trench out right here. And then, so this is basically a plus sign on the second level. Top layers only got 1. And so come to the 1 block south here. You might have to put a block back periodically. You put a soul sand next to that and 3 soul sand up there. Then you're going to put your wither skeleton skulls there, and here. Your wither spawns in, goes straight into that little spot right there and gets stuck. Then you just come back around here, back away a little ways in time for that explosion so you don't take any damage, although I'm close to a beacon that's right up there. So you notice I got the status effects on the right side of the screen there, as well as Bad Omen that I'll have to take care of before my next step. But you'll notice at the top of the screen the wither's health bar is going down. So yeah. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this angle here. So, he's about to do the second explosion. Boom. Alright, so, I probably don't want to be there. There we go. You can kind of see him there. So there he is. He's just suffocating in the bedrock. So, easiest way to kill the wither. It's not the most challenging. You could call it dishonest if you want to, or cheating. And if you feel like it is, then you can kill the wither another way. But honestly, I may have had more trouble with the wither when I first killed it, the very first time I ever did, because I tried using the oops. Dang it. I tried using the end fountain method, Okay, so you see I got this nether star here. Oh. And then since I'm done, I'm going to place this torch back so I don't get a whole bunch of hostile mobs spawning in here. There is some... Oop, looks like they got this one too. Whoa, that was weird. I do have some slime chunks in here, so those do spawn every now and then, but other than that, this room's pretty safe. Alright, so I got my nether star. Next, I'll find glass. I don't think I have much, if any, glass. Did I miss it? No, maybe I got some over here. Okay, well, I know I have somewhere I'm going, so. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got 3 obsidian and 5 glass. I don't have that at the moment. I forgot to put that back. I have bad omen. And it's a good idea to set yourself up for all possible scenarios. Which is why, to avoid starting a raid when I don't want one, I have a subterranean cow. Almost there. There we go. And I always do this because every now and then, every once in a while, I have a cow disappear. And if I need to go to there and the cow's gone, at least I still have 1 bucket of milk left. I can replace him. And it's just a sheep in there to keep him company. Alright. So, coming in here. Now, if you do have a raid farm or somewhere where you tend to get bad omen frequently, I strongly recommend having a cow anyways and drinking milk before you come back. Because every now and then you get what I like to call ghost bad omen, because it doesn't show up if you push the button for to see all your status effects, which on this controller, whoops, I believe is that, yeah, there you go. Shows I got all those. It wouldn't show up there, which is kind of dumb. So, but it'll still trigger a raid when you walk into town. I actually used to have that where I'd purposely go do something and let it expire and then wander into my base, or my iron farm area, and then trigger a raid. No good. So what I still needed from out here, I'll need to grab some emeralds. I already have some. In fact, I have almost a whole stack on me. But I think I just got one right here. Is it you? Or is it the other one? I think it's him. Yep, there we go. Grabbing some more gold carrots just in case. Because this is my first time ever doing it. And I want to make sure I have plenty available. Oh, my boat's at the other end. I forgot that. Okay, I guess we're going to use the nether one this time again. It's not all that far to my stronghold. In fact, it's the same spot as the ice farm. I purposely built the ice farm above the stronghold. I do have a witch farm down there a ways. It's a little further, and I have not... In fact, actually, maybe I will do that real quick, just to kind of get rid of it. Ooh, geez, ow. Okay. Generally like to leave a little bit of a gap, so we'll go about here. I probably should have tore up the boat so that I can place it back down so I don't have to run back. Oh, and I don't have a fence here yet either. Oh well. I do have some oak fence already made, I just have to go bring it. Alright. And we're off. And we're there. Or no. I gotta turn. It's not that far. There we go. Alright, so we are at the stronghold and the ice farm. The ice farm is up the bubble column. The stronghold is down this one. This is a different design of bubble column I kind of came up with. You only need one drop chute, and you can actually switch which way you're going by going to the other side. Halfway through. In fact, using this method, you can actually have exit points halfway through, so you can have it like a multi-level selection thing, although using it is a little tricky and kind of... My wife hates it when I make those for her game, but it is what it is. And I did still forget something that I wanted to do, but I guess I'll just skip that part. I was going to grab ender pearls, but I'll probably wind up with some anyways. Alright, so stuff I want to take the first time. Definitely want that, definitely want that. Oop. Okay. All of this stuff is for the projects after we beat the EnderDragon. Or I beat the EnderDragon. You guys probably aren't going to help. No offense. Alright. So we'll probably put all that stuff in there. Extra food. Some of the arrows. I'm going to keep some. I don't want to carry too much on me. I'll keep one of them. I do want a lot of this stuff in there because I do not want to fall off into the void carrying most of this stuff. But I do need the ender chest, otherwise I won't be able to access it. And just in case, don't have anything else to drop off. Yeah, I won't. There's nothing I can even do with those. Okay. 4 is about all I need for this. Keep that there. And which one is it? This one? No, not that one. This one. I'll take a couple stacks, probably 3 stacks of blocks. I don't know if any. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else I needed out of any of this. Okay. And I think one more double check in my inventory. Oh, I need to put some of the slowness arrows in there. I'm gonna grab one stack. One stack for me. But I'm gonna make that the second one. Alright. So I dropped all that good stuff off. And we are ready to fight the dragon. Alright, so here we go. I have not been into the end on this particular world yet, so hopefully we get a good platform area that's close to some end stone, or maybe even in it, even better. This is quite possibly the worst one I've ever had. That is quite a ways out there. I'm going to do what I usually do. Crouched. Now you don't want to build this on top of the platform because it will actually delete it sometimes when you spawn in here. Or at least it seemed like it did. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I swear it did that to me before. Okay. This is, oh, there it is. This is the worst. Ooh. I'm not sure if I brought enough stone. That could be very bad. This is awful. Oh boy, Enderman. I'm gonna have to finish making this just in case I need some to get there. So it's a Y level 50, which I think is normal. Oh boy. Okay, I think I looked out there. Alright, so now I'm going to go forward a few more here. Okay, it looks like it's about normal at about 64, which is pretty typical. Okay, so we'll put that up here for now. I'm going to seal this back off, just because mostly we don't want Enderman in this tunnel. And so your first step, so notice I'm on Z0, which is normally what you're going to be on. If you can dig, you dig. If you have to bridge, you bridge, but that's why you take a couple stacks of blocks with you. Alright, so eventually you're going to get to here. And it almost looks like it just goes into nothing. Jeez. Obsidian's very dark. So as you're getting closer, you see the x coordinates getting closer to 0, which is where we're trying to get to. As you get closer, you notice it starts to get louder and louder. I have the sound turned way down in the game. I think I got it set to like 12 or something like that. It's pretty far down, because otherwise it's just deafening. Like, I don't even really hear any of the sound effects at the moment. There's one. Oop, I went past it. Okay, so standing here is where we're going. Now I like to look up. Mine's straight up. I don't see nothing. Alright, so that means I'm at least a little ways off. So I'm going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to come here, and then 8. Alright, so this is probably about the level we want. I'm going to put down this guy. One more. That calculation is not extremely important. This is a little important, because you will get a lot of endstone, and you don't want to have to carry it all around. Alright, so you can do it this way, or you can do it another way, it doesn't really matter. Basically, you just need to know, you need visual on the bottom of the fountain. And there it is. And see, I'm actually high enough I can get it. 4, 5 blocks, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you want to be about 12 blocks down from the end portal, the bottom of the end portal. So that's the very center, 0, 0, 50, and 0. It's very important. So what you want to do at that point is just pick a direction. I generally do that one, and then I come back one, and then go either way, doesn't really matter. Just pick 4 blocks. And then I usually mark those 4 with a different block. And then from there, you want to go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, well, that's not as important as I was thinking here. Forgive me, I'm a little rusty. And clear out about a block around this. This is really about all you really need at this point. Maybe 2 on this side. I was getting ahead of myself on what this was for. Okay, so here, take out this and this. I'm going to do that and that. So what we're going to do now is we need to be able to, we're going to stair step our way up. Oh, the dragon must be up there. I think that's a shadow. That's a really bizarre shadow. Okay. So I think I can do it from here. So I want these 4 blocks, and I want it cleared out. So if I can see there, okay, good. So there we go, there we go. Alright, so we're going to clear out 4 blocks, with one of them being the center of the fountain. Alright, so Now we have visual on the fountain. Now, the reason I come down this far is the first or maybe second time that I did one of these, the beacon blocks were, I think, only about 4 blocks or so below the fountain up there. And my son and I, my oldest son, I was helping him in his world, and we were defeating the EnderDragon. And I put in these beacons, but they were only about 4 or 5 below the fountain. And close to the end of the fight, we all of a sudden noticed that we didn't have the buffs from the beacon anymore. And then we beat the dragon, and we came down here, and the beacon blocks were all gone. All of the iron was still there, so I'm not really sure how far down the dragon can cause problems, but I was still probably, my head was probably 4 or 5 blocks below the beacons up there, and I took damage while I was mining out up there, so I don't know how far it is, but I decided to come down 12, and that seems like it works fine. So, now that we've got this all marked out, we've got the shaft for visibility of the bottom of the fountain good. The reason I did this, or the reason I came up with this, was I noticed that to make a beacon in the nether, you just had to have access to the nether ceiling bedrock. You had to expose the bedrock, and then it was fine, and it would work, right? So I was like, well, can you do it under the end fountain? Now, in Java Edition, I'm not 100% sure if it works in Java, but Java Edition, I believe you can still kill the wither there, so that's a viable option for that, but that does not work in Bedrock, and it hasn't for quite some time. Never in any time that I've, or at least any version that I've played in, have I ever been able to do that. The first time I ever tried to summon the wither, that's why I had to fight it manually and dangerously, and it totally destroyed this island, and I lost a lot of good stuff, and I've gotten a lot better at it since then, even the few times that it's gotten out. But yeah, so you're going to want to dig down. You're going to dig this, you probably dig it down about 3 deep to start with, and then what you're going to do is take this next layer out 1, right? And then you dig it down 1 more, and then dig everything out 1. But then you're going to do that same thing again. So you can kind of do both layers here. You see what we're doing? There's the beacon blocks go there, and then the 4x4 layer of the iron goes in this layer. And so we need to keep digging. Right there. Okay. And I already forgot something. I'm going to go and grab it before I get too far into this. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and how far did I go here? I'm just going to clear all this out just to make the room, just to kind of smooth this up a little bit. Space, and put this in between. Alright, it's a little better. I'm going to grab these guys. Is that enough? Yeah, it should be enough. Alright. Alright, so 4x4, 6x6, and then we're going to want to dig the floor out another one. 4, 6, 8, and then this is the 10 layer. So this is as far down as we have to go. But we still got a little bit more to dig, even after we lower the floor of this whole thing. Alright, there's that layer, and now we gotta do this one. See, you're actually low enough in here, if you haven't noticed already, that the EnderDragon meter is still active, but the EnderDragon doesn't bother you at all. Although you occasionally do get this, which I kind of got lucky a little bit there. Maybe you'll give me some Ender Pearls. Oh, I kind of wanted some, but oh well. This is really the only stage of this part, is digging this pyramid down here. This is the only stage where there's really any threat of Enderman until you are all done with the beacon and you get to go up to the surface, and then they're still a concern to a degree, but not nearly as much of a danger as if you didn't have the beacon. Now, all of this is a lot easier if you have good gear, so I recommend getting that first, especially if you're not experienced in fighting everything. But alright, so beacons 4x4, 6x6, 8x8, 10x10, and so now we're ready to start filling it in. Get in there. Oops. Well, there we go. Come on. And there we go. Alright, so this next part, let's put that back in. I prefer to do these one at a time. Place it, and then activate it. And so I'll do resistance, resistance 2. Okay, I might have just wasted an iron ingot, but that's okay. So then you go strength, strength 2. Boom. Oh, it doesn't show up while you have this open. It weirdly does on the Nintendo Switch, which is where I started playing. It actually shows up when you play it on there. Alright, exit out. I got that one. At least I think it does. Alright. And then I'm going to go speed. But I'm going to go regeneration with speed. Or... yeah, we'll go regeneration with speed. And then you go haste. Haste 2. And there we go. Alright, so I have a beacon, and you can see that it is fully powered, and it's just aiming at the bottom of the bedrock there. So, next step, I'm going to put all this extra, well, maybe not all of it, I'll put some of this away, that away, I'll throw the obsidian in there, the extra iron, put that in there. Probably don't need that. I'm going to keep these arrows in this order at the moment. I'm going to throw this, I don't know why I brought this, but put that shovel in there. I don't really need the water, but I will take it, I suppose. I'm going to put the torches, oops, put the torches in there. I am going to try this later when I get to that point. Is it the, yeah, that's the one. I'm going to see if that works all that well against the dragon. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted. Oh, I forgot to put the rest of the glass bottles in here, I think. Oh well, I'm resummoning the dragon later, so, and I have to go back through the portal to finish activating. Alright, so what I'd like to do at this point is, just so that I don't have a needlessly pointless or needlessly close area to that fountain, my exit point, I come over here, go over 1, and then start going up. But then I also like to turn. Oop, maybe I turned too soon there. We'll go one more. Man, okay, well. Over there. Okay, so this enables you to come up across the back. So you'll see, is he flying towards me? He is. Alright, so he flew towards me, that's fine. I'm also going to put a thing above this just to help with Enderman. Alright, now this one's got a cage on it, so this is where we're going to go. Go around the back side, and I'm going to come on up here until it doesn't let me jump anymore, because that's when you know your head's hitting the bottom of the wire cage. And so, remind that. And if you're down here, you'll take almost no damage, to maybe even actually no damage. So that's handy. And then you can come on up here. Got that one. Got that one. I wasn't sure to get that. Ooh, jeez. Gotcha. Wow. I can't. I'm actually trying to hit you there, but hey, I got it. Yeah, alive. Thought it was. Man, I'm having a good look here. I think it's still on that one though. I have no idea if I got that or not. Okay. Oops. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that. Oh well. Alright, so find my way back down here. That's kind of why I wanted ender pearls, was so that I could go from one tower to the next. Get more of that. No. Oh goody. I got thorns at least, so he's slowly dying as it is anyways. Ooh, can I get that, or did they go off the side? I think that went off the side. Oh well. Okay, so it's this one. You know what, I'm gonna go for the other caged one first, because maybe I'll be able to see it from there. We'll give it a shot. So I'm gonna go here. I'm a little bit hungry. Let's go ahead and eat real quick. Alright, so same drill as before. Keep going up until you run out of space. I think this one might have been a little shorter. hopefully. There we go. And mine that. Maybe mine that one too. Boom. Alright. Alrighty. Now, I can actually see that one from here, so thank you. Knock it off, bum. Oh, good. Oh boy. Okay. So I got myself some more of that in the meantime. Got it. I think I might have them all. Oh yeah. Oops. Did that slow it down at all? I don't really notice. This doesn't seem to be the fastest way to do this. Yeah, let's just go back down. Hello. Jeez. Well, here's all my arrows. I'm kind of sort of letting him fly around so I can get more of this. There's another one. Every time he does that, he takes damage, although it's probably not being nice to my armor. But, spread that up a bit. Oh. Alright, come on. Got it. Alright, see, that wasn't so bad. I barely even lost any health. Still got some more of this stuff to get. Did I have any more bottles? Nope. Okay. And look at all that experience. Wahoo. Let's see how much I can get. He was perched on a fountain when he died, so some of that would have gone back to world spawn, which is okay. I mean, I already had 458 or maybe even 459 levels before I started this, so doing pretty good here. 61. There's one. That might have just been from ahead of him. Alright, so that's that. And now the trick is, oops, now the trick is angering Enderman. Jeez, I angered a bunch of them, didn't I? And you can see my beacons. Really the biggest danger I'm in right now is losing my armor. Okay, trying to keep my head down here. Oh yeah. So basically, it's the, yeah, put that on the side of that pillar there too, that's also helpful. Basically it's the X positive direction is where your spawn pillar would have come from. And you can see out here, there it is. So, and here's that tunnel. Okay, so I'm going to recrouch. And since we're done with, I forgot to throw this poison. You can cover this, makes you more comfortable. Having at least the side rails on here definitely makes me more comfortable, especially as long as this one had to be. This is one of the worst ones I've ever had. And I don't have any more of those blocks. I prefer it all to match. I mean, safety first, but that wasn't too bad. Alright, let's grab those guys, finish that off. I also might put a roof over some of it so that recrouch, ouch. Okay, and if I also do a roof, this way Enderman can't actually get into it. At least most of it so far. That's a big improvement. So they can't even knock me out either because I can't even jump out. So good to have. Strongly recommend doing that. I would probably even do a little bit more with that platform later. But for now, we have beat the EnderDragon one time. You will also notice that once you get a few blocks past the pillars, right there is still good. Right there it's probably still good. Block 51. Maybe start blinking. Yep, the strength one is. There goes, or the resistance, not the strength. Back up a little more, there goes 2 more. And there's the other one. Yeah, so if you want full protection on the whole island, you have to do a little bit more than that. But there we go. Beacons to defeat the EnderDragon. Now, we'll have to go back through the portal. The test will be respawning the dragon and see if these beacons stay where they are supposed to be. So I'm going to come back up here and we're going to go through the portal and go back home. Is there any? No dragon's breath left. Alright, so time to go home. Oh, no, there is still one thing. Did I just anger that guy? Okay, so I'm going to... Did I get that? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Alright, let's see where it went. Where'd you go? There it is. Alright. Alright, there we go. We got our dragon egg. Almost forgot that guy. Alright. And we are good to go home now. And I'm going to skip that this time because I've seen it already several times. Alright, so we have made it back. And yeah. Probably don't. Well, you know what? Let's take the beacons. Not sure how much of an effect that had. I will carry those with me this time. Alright, well, that's the first. And we are ready for the second dragon. And so here we go. And since I put the platform on here, that should help a little bit. So I'm also going to do this. Now, because of the way this works, it seems like for a certain number of blocks above this platform, when you respawn here or get teleported back here or whatever, it clears everything off of here. I might be wrong, maybe that's just something that happened to me because of the dragon, but maybe the dragon wiped everything off the top of it at one time. I don't know, but this is what I'm going to do for now. I'll just put a block in each corner and we'll see if any of those get deleted, just kind of as a test. And for now, that's my spawn platform, kind of safety-fied a little bit. And there we go. So now I have safe passage back to my little tunnel here. And I can make it back to where I need to go. Did I? Okay, gotta grab those. Now this is my first time ever doing this. I forgot to put the... Yeah, I'll probably be fine. I did forget to put some of that stuff back in the... I'm going to switch off that just so I don't accidentally place it somewhere, because I'm not sure you can get those back. I don't know, I have never tried. Okay, so, because of where those go, this one goes here. 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 And... oh yeah, I forgot I was going to mine some obsidian. Let's go grab some obsidian first. Alright, so here we go. Boom. And this is my first time. Alright, recharging stuff. And that one, it just regenerated all that obsidian. I think I want to back off of here because I think those blow up. So I probably want to watch where I'm going. And there's the EnderDragon. Oops. What? I thought I put that away. Okay. Where is it? Gotcha. Oh yeah. My beacons appeared to still be there, which is fantastic. I totally forgot we were testing that. Yeah, the beacons are all still here. Everything's fine down here. All my chests are still here, so that's fantastic. Alright. Alright, that's 2 dragons down. Time for number 3. Alright, well, if you notice my hotbar there, I have absolutely nothing on me, and no levels, no armor, no nothing. I might have just did the absolute dumbest thing possible, and I did it almost immediately after the video finished recording. I was walking around looking at all the end gateways that I had, and I fell off the edge. And I tried throwing an ender pearl to get back, and it just hit the wall, and I still fell. I feel incredibly stupid. I walked over to the edge to look over to see if it was void down there, and sure enough it was, and I just walked right off of it. Beat the EnderDragon 20 times only to walk off the edge of the world and lose all my stuff for no good reason. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Full set of netherite armor, netherite pickaxe, a netherite sword, fully enchanted bow, about half a stack or so of golden carrots, maybe a little more than that. I don't remember how many I had. That one's not too hard to replace. A lot of arrows, which is not big of a deal. At least I didn't still have my end crystals. I finished beating the dragon 20 times, but man, that's aggravating. Had a little bit of obsidian, a couple ender pearls, maybe a little bit of end stone, but almost 500 levels, I think. So that's good times. What a great way to wrap up this video, huh? Wow. Well, for the next video, I'm going to be making a oh man! I'm going to be starting the main base that goes around the fountain. I'm doing a shulker farm that goes right over top of the fountain. And before I do that, I will probably have to go and try to replace all my stuff, which means I've got a lot of grinding to do. I really starting to wish that I'd use some of those levels to make back up armor and tools and stuff. I think I did a little bit on a bow, and I might have at least one piece of armor that's close, but it's all going to be diamond and not netherite. I know I have some netherite upgrade smithing templates ready to go, but I don't remember if I actually have any netherite. I may or may not have some. I'm going to have to go look at that. Wow, man, that hurts. Wow. I've actually never had more than one pinned gateway going from the center island before, so I was just looking at the aesthetic of having 20 of them coming off of there, and I gotta admit, it looks nice, but there's a couple of them that are just kind of out over the void. Can't remember if the video stopped before I got to that point or not, but when I fell off the side and then respawned, I noticed that the video had stopped, because it only records for an hour. If I don't tell it to record longer than that. And I don't know how recently it had stopped recording, but it couldn't have been more than a minute or two. I know I defeated the dragon before it stopped. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Hope so. I'd hate to think that I did the 20th dragon and not gotten the kill on video. I'm gonna have to go watch that here in a second. But here in a second I'll be back. Alrighty, good times. At least I didn't lose my enchanted shovel. I put that away. I'm really starting to wish I'd put my silk touch pickaxe away, because this one. Nope, no netherite. So I'm gonna have to go netherite mining to get netherite. I have 3 templates. I have a 4th one, maybe more than one. I have at least one more upstairs in my enchantment room, because that's where I keep all the smithing templates. I make sure I have at least one there at all times. That way I don't accidentally use the last one. Alright, well, next time you see me, I'm going to be getting started on the other 2 projects. I'm going to be doing a bridge across the end void, and a shulker farm. But hopefully I will replace all my stuff before then. And when I see you next, hopefully I'll have all my stuff back. Swift Sneak too. Oh, Swift Sneak, Soul Speed. I have extra books of those, I guess, but man, that still hurts. Ouch! Alright, well, I will see you next time.